Abandon all hope, ye who listen. It's the Nether Region podcast. If he was in Ratatouille, he'd make Remy hide in his ass instead of his hat. Here's Ian Hamilton.
Oh, man. What would he pull on to control me, I guess?
A lot of fried dough.
It wouldn't be making me...
A lot of hair.
No, it'd be...
He'd
just be, like, poking at my prostate.
Remy would be like, can I, like, hide on top of your head and help you? You'd be like, no, Remy. Need you up my butt.
No. Remy would want to be up my butt. So let me tell you, I am exit only. And I know that because I had to do pelvic floor therapy. That's how I found out.
That's how you'd convince him, Remy the rat?
You know what? Honestly, if he really knew what he was doing, like pelvic floor therapy wise, if he like,
dude, he's a rat. He knows what he's doing up your butt. Trust me. That dude fucks.
I'm open to it. If it helps my back pain, I'm open to it.
Okay. Any of our rat listeners, email us netherregionpod@gmail.com. You want to massage Ian's butt?
It's like basically if you have a knot on your back and someone presses their thumb into it, right?
Like a cookie?
And no.
Like a knot cookie? Like a little thumbprint cookie?
I get what you're getting at, but that's not really how you cook cookies. If you have a knot that you need relieved and somebody presses their thumb on your back, it's relieving for humans anyway.
Okay.
Right? So imagine that, but internal.
Oh.
That's what they have to do for really bad internal injuries.
Fair enough. I think we all learned something today.
Anyway, I'm your co-host, failed comedian Ian Hamilton, and I'm here with my devilish tormentor, Art Brimstone.
Howdy.
Who forces me to podcast and interview the living and the dead about their personal hells, as well as perform the worst torture of all time. Improv comedy.
Ian.
Oh,
another week, Ian. Here we are.
It doesn't get any easier.
It really, you don't think after like 9 or 10 episodes, however many we've done in this fucking show?
I mean...
Doesn't get any easier for you?
No, and it's just... And you have to remember, I did live an entire eternity at one point in the middle of that too. But I mean, it's week after week.
It's trouble for you.
Also, you torment me and torture me in the middle of the week, so it's like I'm already all wrung out.
Right, yeah.
Right? Like this
There's
week,
no room for Remy, you're all wrung out.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, emotionally. I mean, this week, you used my bones to lay the foundation of a hellish McMansion. Then as you started to build the rest of the McMansion, the house got shut down by the building inspector in hell, who said the foundation wasn't structurally sound and was in fact flimsy and wimpy. And then you said that you already knew it wasn't structurally sound, but you wanted it in official writing that I have bird bones and am wimpy. And that hurt my feelings.
And you kept walking around doing I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today bit. And everyone was like, it's getting old, Ian. Stop.
And it was hard to walk.
We're trying to build things here.
It was hard to walk with my bones being used as the foundation of the house, too. So I was ground up.
Right.
You know, I was spread everywhere. I was trying to have some autonomy. I was trying to connect with the working folk.
Right. Well, then McDonald's got involved and they were trying to sue and they were like, we can't call it a McMansion.
Right. And I'm like, but it's a giant house on a small plot of land in an area with a bunch of ranch homes. Like, I don't know what you call it, but that's what we call it.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't like that.
No,
you don't like being used for construction.
No, and I didn't like that it's an official hell paperwork that I'm fucking flimsy bird bone wimp. Right? Yeah. And now I have to do improv comedy and a goddamn fucking podcast.
It's great.
And you know what? I'll give it out of the way right now. Shit and jizz. All right? Hit the applause button. We did it. So I'm fucking tired.
Wow. Ian's on another level today. He's in rare form.
So I'm desperate to get out of here. I'm desperate to fucking free myself from hell. So I'm going to
You are desperate, full stop.
I'm going to guess your fucking name.
Let's hear it.
And I think it's Sarsaparilla M. Tango, Hell Tourney at Law.
Ooh, I like that.
And I'm guessing that I died by sharding at a work function right after accepting a major award and then died of embarrassment.
I like how even in your death scenario, you have to give yourself some sort of accomplishment. Like, well, I did get a major award, not like a fucking honorable mention or some bullshit throwaway like, hey, he's the most improved team member. He's the best reactor on the Slack channel. He does the best emoji reactions. It's like, no, he actually like got the President's Club for closing the most sales.
No,
Then you shit yourself and die Elvis style? Come on, Ian.
Well, I wasn't on the tour. I think I was in front of people and then died of embarrassment. You know?
Yeah,
And
that's more your speed.
And I was probably all dressed up.
You might have been all dressed up, which for you would probably be like a tuxedo shirt that you wore ironically. Over a big brown, big David Byrne style sport coat.
That would be one of my things too. Like people genuinely want to like be like, hey, you're doing a great job and we really appreciate you in this environment and we want to like let people know that you're doing well. I'd be like, thanks for nothing, assholes. Here's a fucking tuxedo t-shirt.
Well, Ian, I'm sorry to say that you're wrong on all counts and you're going to jail. Sorry.
Wait, what?
I'm Sarsaparilla M. Whatever you said, Esquire.
Sarsaparilla M. Tango Hell Turniat Law.
But you know, Ian, we got to get to today's guest because
Are you sure? I feel like I just took up the whole intro.
No, we've got it through everything.
Really? You don't have anything to say?
I have nothing else to say.
All right. I feel like I'm very talky today.
You're in your classic mood. You're a yapper.
I'm a yapper.
That's how you talked Remy into going up your butt. Anyway, okay. Speaking of novelty tuxedo t-shirts, Ian, we have
Speaking of smooth segues, we have a guest.
We do. And she was a toy. You might have heard of her.
Really?
Yeah, she was actually the kind of like famous Christmas's hottest toy of the year in 1998.
Oh, that would have
caused a lot of like pandemonium of people like trying to beat each other up to get a copy of
this is in prime time for toys too.
Yeah.
I mean that's Furby, that's Pokemon, that's
right.
Crazy Bones,
That's
right. What are the bears that everybody bought? That
Build-A-Bear.
not
Beanie
Build-A-Bear.
Babies.
Beanie Babies. Thank you. I mean that's
You got Crazy Bones first, but then you couldn't remember Beanie Babies?
I played with Crazy Bones and I tolerated Beanie Babies.
Well, you have Shitty Bones.
It's true.
Ian, we got to get her on the show here. This is, please welcome to the pod, Matilda Kills a Lot.
Hi, boys. Art.
Hey,
and
Matilda.
Hi. I'm trying to think. 1998. I don't remember Matilda Kills a Lot.
I'm
You
so
don't?
sorry to hear that.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was like Hasbro or whatever marketed to you as Matilda Kills a Lot?
You know, we were the off-brand.
Okay.
You might not have heard of it, but if you've heard of Crazy Bones, we probably weren't. I wasn't marketed to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she wasn't being sold at Brainiacs
Yeah.
or fucking Noodle Caboodle or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So wow. I'm just surprised. Matilda Kills a Lot. Clearly a toy meant for murder. I imagine you in the little box holding a knife, a butcher's knife. Am I wrong?
I mean, Ian, to be fair, I was originally formerly known as Matilda Laughs a Lot.
Oh, yes.
Right. Yes, you
no,
might have
I
heard
recognize
of me.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do still laugh a lot. But
But it's an unsettling laugh.
I mean, that's your perspective.
I'm unsettled.
Good.
You have to look at me like that.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's in my nature.
You're right. I shouldn't judge you by your face.
I mean, I could be judging you by your face, Ian, but
Whoa.
Please don't. I had too many people in my life do that.
I'll try my best. It's really hard.
So, Matilda, you were formerly Matilda Laughs a Lot, the hottest toy of the year in
Yeah,
Christmas
I
1998.
was.
But now you're down here in hell.
Yeah, it's tragic, really, Art.
And you have a new moniker.
I do. Well, they coined me. They coined me as Matilda. Matilda Kills a Lot.
Yeah.
And you know something happened.
Yeah.
Oh, this is.
And I was changed forever.
Oh, okay.
But I'm grateful. I'm really grateful because it
Yeah.
made me who I am today.
This is like a human. What do you call it on the news? Where they're like, "Oh, let's get to know this person's tragic tale."
Right.
This is one of those.
Yeah, this
Well,
is
I
a
mean-
human on the news segment.
It's got a term. It's not crazy bones. I know the term's not crazy bones.
You know,
It's human,
crazy bones
something piece.
is a controversial topic with me because
Really?
he was not very nice in the former life.
Wow,
But it's okay.
the crazy bones
Eggy?
weren't very nice.
Don't worry, I took care of him.
Whoa, you. I mean, Matilda, let's stop.
Wow. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm bouncing around.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I can't leave this alone, though. Did you kill Eggy or which crazy bone?
I signed an NDA. But you know what? That was a very earthly thing, so maybe I won't get into it. But my story first.
Yeah.
So,
Human interest piece. That's what it is.
you know, I don't know if I identify as a human, Ian, but I will.
Yeah.
I will take
I
it.
You're a kind of like, I don't know, like a little doll.
Humanoid.
I am. I'm about, I'm in 3'2".
Yeah.
Humans, fear me, and and cats love me. But you know what happened was, I was Matilda laughs a lot. I was, and I did, and I do. But us dolls, we were bred for one thing.
You were bred.
And one thing only. I was bred. I was born of a human woman.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to make I was made of wheat crack.
Well, she's not a Cabbage Patch Kid. They're born in a patch.
Do not even speak those words to me.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoops. Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't bring up the Cabbage Patch Kids with
Oh,
me,
yeah.
Art.
You've got a blood feud with the Cabbage Patch Kids.
We can't be within about 100 feet of each
Yeah.
other.
But do you have an NDA for that?
I should. I really should.
But yeah, you were Matilda laughs a lot.
I was, and I've shed that former of myself. What happened was, as I told you, bred for one thing, and that was to make little girls happy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Make little girls happy, and I did that, and I did it well. But you know what? You can only take so much hair pulling and
Wow.
playing with little evil little white children. You know,
Oh boy.
little girls who know nothing.
Cutting your hair. And
Cutting
giving
my
you
hair.
Horrible. It's setting up weird scenarios with you, dragging you through the mud everywhere, leaving you behind.
Exactly, you get it. Were you a doll too?
I was not a doll.
Wow,
I'm a little stinker, but I'm not a doll.
interesting. You really understand.
I had to do a lot of human studies, and so
He's also, all the things he was saying about you, he's done a lot of that to me.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You deserve that, probably.
Yeah, and so Matilda, you've been through the ringer as a doll, right? Like your former life, you were not like a collectible that got to live in the box and then get sold on eBay.
I'm not sure what would have been worse, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Art.
Yeah.
The final straw for me was Jenny. It was Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny. It was all about Jenny. No one ever thought about me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's never about me. No one ever asked me how I felt about anything.
So her
And-
parents would like feed her and drive her to school, but they wouldn't ask you, a doll, about your feelings?
No, nothing.
That's so rude.
They would just throw me in the box, and Jenny would be gone all day.
Yeah.
And I
Wait,
would just be
they-
under the bed.
They kept the box?
No, I
The
think it was
toy
the
box.
sentiment of the thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure. You're
I was
probably
never
like
in the
a toy,
box.
a toy chest or something.
It was It was idealistic. Jenny was a total mess. She was not a boxed child.
Nobody puts Matilda in the box.
Nobody puts Matilda in the box. I wasn't sure how I felt about you, Ian, but I think you get it.
Well, don't hold
watch a
on
lot
to
of
that.
movies.
Hold on to that.
We'll see.
There's still a lot left.
Yeah.
And so, okay, well, so far so good. I don't really understand yet what would bring you down here to
You
hell.
haven't met Jenny.
Oh,
As far as children go, this one.
yeah. Was your
Yikes.
breaking
Horror.
point?
And it was just one too many days of leaving me at home, dragging me through the mud, like you said, and then that day came.
Wow.
And mom was driving us to school. Jenny finally decided to take me with her. Okay? I'm getting a little choked up about it.
Yeah, I can tell one of your eyelids is closing.
I would give you a
no
handker-
tears are coming out, but
It's
like
not my
one is
fault.
closing.
I would
I
give you
don't
a
have a lot of
handkerchief, but-
control over that, but I appreciate the humanity you've given me. I'm thinking about Jenny. So, I finally, I got to go to school, okay?
Yeah.
And then she gets distracted by a fucking cat.
Oh,
And she drops me into the street, and Mom's rushing to school, and they drive off, and there I am. And I'm in the street. I'm in the gutter. Wow. And they must have remembered I was there because they reversed, and they reversed just a little bit too far. And and then that went my left arm, and half of my right side of my face is still smushed in. I don't know if you.
Yeah, it is very. I didn't want to bring it out
along your body as well.
I've tried to get a little bit of work done from the plastic surgery demon, but
literally plastic surgeon.
I really sold her my soul for this, and she didn't do the best job, but it's fine.
Wait. You sold the plastic surgeon your soul?
Well, I was already here, so wasn't that much left to give.
Right.
But,
it was like an afterlife thing. Because the weirdest thing about being dead, like, correct me if I'm wrong, is that, like, you're just stuck looking the way you were when you're dead.
Right.
So, like, there's all these people walking around with, you know, just like their limbs hanging off or something. It's not like there's a lot of dangling body parts around here.
Far too much dangling.
Yeah. That's
not where you want it.
A lot of women told me I had far too much dangling.
Yeah.
That was a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Far too much dangling. Not from the people you want dangling.
Oh my.
But let me tell you guys, okay, because while Jenny's on the mind, okay?
Yeah.
So they reversed over me and they smushed in my fucking face,
Yeah.
okay? And I had enough.
And they ruined your little dress.
They ruined my little dress. I didn't think you would bring that up. But...
It's ruined. I'm looking at it right now. It's unwearable.
Okay, you're back on my bad side, Ian, and you don't want to be on my bad side, okay?
I thought we agreed. I'm sorry.
How do you deal with him?
Thank you. You're one of the first people to ever.
How do you do this?
You know.
Wait. Women don't like when you comment on their clothing and you tell them that it doesn't work?
Yeah, no, Ian, your whole tactic of telling girls to smile more really is maybe one of the reasons why you're down here.
Does he ever wonder why he belongs in hell? Because I don't think he should
every
be.
Week.
Gosh darn it, no one will tell me.
Really a miracle.
So they smushed your face, broke off your left arm, ruined your little dress, and then you couldn't take it anymore.
And that was it. That was the night. Jenny didn't know it was coming for her, okay?
Whoa.
We went to bed, just as we always do. Cuddled up. Part of my hair over there, part of my hair over there, 1 foot this way, 1 foot that way.
And
you are very fucked up, Matilda.
They're sleeping in the bed with this child, and the parents didn't even clean you up?
No!
You're still covered in mud and tire marks?
No one cares about me, okay? It was Jenny, okay?
Sounds like they're living in squalor, too.
Yeah. Well, that was part of I was kind of ready to go anyway, but God, this child, okay, I couldn't take it anymore. And she put me to bed. She took one arm, pulled it out of my socket, and I just couldn't take it anymore. Snapped her fucking neck. Okay?
Whoa.
And you kill 1 7-year-old child. Just one, and they never let you live it down.
Yeah.
And you snapped her neck with one arm. Whoa.
Yeah, I learned a new talent that day.
It's like kind of the opposite of mom strength, you know, where a mom could lift her car off of her child.
Yeah.
Instead, you're like, I'm so furious, I could kill this child.
I know.
It was a miracle.
Mangled and
like a
one
fucking
arm.
UFC cage fighter.
I've never felt so alive.
Oh my goodness, this unlocked something within you.
Oh, did it. I felt a release I've never felt.
Oh my God, so you killed the child and then you became like the...
Well, then she was Matilda kills once, not Matilda kills a lot.
Just wait, Ian.
Right. Okay, sorry.
That was just the first of many.
I'm following your
Yeah.
breadcrumbs. You're a
And
good
if you keep
storyteller.
talking,
I'm sorry.
I
was trying to compliment you.
There will be more bloodshed.
How come women always yell at me when I'm trying to compliment them?
How can men just be men? How do they just... I can't. Evil, non-evil, upstairs, downstairs, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you belong in
We're
hell.
awful, yeah.
Yeah.
So you killed again.
I killed again. Well, once was enough for the neighborhood. Fancy that. They you kill 1 7-year-old and the whole community comes after you. They think you're satanic. It's so weird.
It's very strange
I think
how humans do that.
Yeah, they've seen way too many horror movies, you know? Way too many horror. It's not like I was Chucky.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't even get me started on that guy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I never was like a physical mob, but I was part of the woke mob.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
arguably worse.
Yeah. I didn't get pitchforks, but I would get on Twitter.
Oh, Ian. Oh.
Yeah, he belongs down
He
here.
belongs down here.
But yeah, I mean, you've killed one 7-year-old, which is like, what are you gonna do? It's like it happens. It's just
an
one
accident.
human.
One
not
snap
a big
neck.
deal. Yeah, but you're not you're not a little Chucky doll, which he's down here. He's a little bit of a figure.
Oh, is he?
Have you met him?
I've run into each other.
Have I met him? Chucky and I have a history.
Whoa!
Yeah, we do. I try not to talk about it too much, but
I'm sorry.
You were the original bride of Chucky, baby. Wink, wink.
I mean, I thought I was gonna be.
Whoa!
Yeah, that fucking guy. He belongs here. That's for sure. He got
yeah.
a little handsy, and I had to snap his neck too. But
Wow.
he's already down here.
His
so.
head just keeps turning
just
around
keeps
until
spinning.
it's right side. Yeah.
It's really I was
Almost
baffled.
impressive.
It really is. I'm used to killing humans, you know,
Yeah.
and that was something. I had to just walk away from that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to find a good, just nice evil doll these days that you
Right.
can just shack up with or
And a
whatever.
nice killable man who just lets you do it. you
Modern dating, am I right?
know? Ew. That's feminism.
So, the town is starting to come after you, Matilda,
Oh,
and you decide to strike again.
those idiots. Well, I had to.
Yeah. At this point, you're almost on the defense,
I
right? You're
had
being
no
backed
choice.
into a corner.
Self-defense. It was just an accident. I couldn't help myself once I felt that feeling.
Right, that rush.
I spent years not knowing my purpose, and
Yeah.
I finally felt it.
Uh-huh.
I finally felt it, and then they were after me, and stakes, pitchforks, fire, the whole Salem
yards.
thing, and
So
then-
cliche.
so cliche. The girls down here, the Salem girls, have told me all about it, and I wish I knew. I wish I knew.
Yeah.
I wish I saw it coming, but I didn't.
Yeah. So they burned you at the stake?
Ugh, I know, and
a
I'm
whole big-
plastic. So it's their loss, really.
Yeah.
Joke's on them because
If they're breathing in those fumes.
exactly. So I did kill a few indirectly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
There you go.
good.
You added to the body count. So
Yeah.
overall, I mean, how many people did you get in that little that
yeah.
sleepy little town?
How come I keep asking women, too, what their body count is, and they keep being mad at me?
Oh, Ian.
Ian. I don't know if you want to know the answers to any of these
You
questions.
don't.
You're really setting
don't.
yourself up for something that I
What? What did I say?
You're gonna be next.
Probably.
Don't fuck with the little doll.
Please
okay?
kill me for real. It's awful down here.
Can we? We can always practice.
We can always practice. I mean,
Yeah.
No.
we could put you through a couple cycles of getting, killed in some creative ways. I mean,
Right.
Matilda, obviously you're an expert killer at this point. What were some of the most interesting, fun ways you ever tricked? You ever push somebody down the stairs and have them die? I mean, that just seems
Ian,
like a lot of fun.
That's child's play.
That's
okay.
Okay.
Well, that's Chucky's
No pun
territory.
intended. That's Chucky's domain. I don't, we all have our reigns here.
Right.
And we do kind of try to respect, as I'm sure you've learned, Ian. We do kind of try to respect each other's realms.
I
a little.
haven't really learned anything about
You
respect.
haven't
down
learned
here.
anything.
Yeah.
Well, not respect is maybe not the best choice of words, but I don't want to go near Chucky. Okay, I don't want any part of that.
There's really some animosity here between you and Chucky. I mean, it's palpable.
Look,
You just really don't like Brad Dourif, do you?
I have to say, I was born in 1998, so
I was
lost.
I was born in 1991. I don't know who Brad Dourif is, but I don't really watch scary movies either.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
maybe for the best.
Yeah.
You're living.
Otherwise, you'd freak me out more. Like right now, when it comes to you, I'm like, oh, that episode of the Twilight Zone.
Thank you.
That's what I'm getting. Yeah,
Honestly,
you're
I'm
giving
honored.
Twilight Zone,
I'm honored on that one. Thank you.
but without the telepathic powers, obviously.
Well, you don't know. You don't know yet.
Would you say more like haunting and killing was more of a hobby or like a calling for you, Matilda?
Absolutely a calling.
Wow.
Calling, a true calling.
Okay.
Art, and I didn't know what I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, I've learned a new calling.
Oh.
We've since being down here in hell, had the opportunity to really, expand my skills. And,
Okay.
you know, first it was killing children up there. And it started as an accident. But,
Well, a crime of passion.
Well,
I don't know
of
about an
course.
accident.
That's what I told them. They didn't believe me. Can you imagine?
I guess if it's an accident, it's more like you don't know your own strength, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was remarkable even for me. I weighed 2 pounds and I'm made of plastic, but I have a heart and I have a soul and I have a vengeance, you know?
Is your soul made of plastic too?
That's the jury's out on that.
Okay.
Yeah. We can find out. I don't know.
We could walk into one of the many lakes of fire or magma down here. I could breathe in your fumes.
It's true. Human men do.
Do you
feel
ask a
drawn
lot
to
of? Is that another thing that you ask human women? Can I breathe in your
let me
fumes?
breathe in
me.
your
Again, not
fumes.
human.
That's well,
but you know
right,
what? The human men, they
Yeah.
will not leave me alone.
Oh God, that is so creepy.
It
That's
is
pretty fucked up.
Honestly, guys, if we're being honest here,
Yeah.
I thought that the fact that I am going to look like a 5-year-old for eternity was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And then I found myself in hell.
Yeah.
And I've met quite a few, you might be familiar, quite a few so-called billionaires and moguls down here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty popular with these gentlemen, I have to say. And I found a new calling,
Yeah.
which is luring in some of these folks and then
Whoa.
destroying them when they least expect it.
You're like the Chris Hansen of demonic dolls.
He gets it.
Are they like sliding into your hell M's?
They're sliding into something.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, Matilda. Oh my God.
I finally get to be an adult, okay?
That's
Finally
right.
get to
Right.
live a human woman.
And technically you're 26.
Right. Well, I mean, sure.
You're no longer cooped up in the toy chest with the other fucking Barbies with their
Ugh, they're sluts.
Wait. Did they talk too?
the G.I. Joes.
We all talk, Ian. Have you not seen Toy Story?
Yeah, Ian.
There's a little bit of truth there, okay?
Do they-
Mostly a farce, completely, but
Do
little
any
bit
of
of
them
truth.
really sound like celebrities? Where you turn to fucking G.I. Joe and you're like, you sound a lot like Vin Diesel.
You cannot let him hear that because he would like that a little too much.
He
Oh,
was.
sure.
He
Well,
wishes.
he deserves it. That famous actor, to Vin Diesel.
Also,
wishes-
like, if you're trapped in like a toy chest with everybody, I'm sure at one point you play the game of like, if a celebrity played you in a movie, who would it be?
Right,
And
classic.
G.I. Joe's like Vin Diesel.
The
obviously.
classic game. Who celebrity would play you in a movie? That's, what all the demon dolls are doing.
Yeah, what celebrity would play you in a movie?
Ooh. I mean, I think this is an obvious one, right? Obviously, Megan.
Oh,
My idol. Oh my God, I'm the biggest fan. Do you know her?
Oh, I haven't met her, but I think she's a phenomenal dancer.
Oh, she really is. She really is.
And she kills good.
She kills good, but I kill better.
Whoa, that's big talk, Matilda.
Unpopular opinion, but you don't want to fuck with me.
You're interesting because you're more of a neck snapper, which is not something you see in a lot of other like haunted or killing sort of creatures. They normally have like an iconic weapon.
Well, I do like to mix it up.
Whoa.
Right.
I have doll ADHD, and some days I'm feeling something, some days I'm feeling something else.
You know what?
Adult, hyper, adult deficit, hyperactivity disorder.
You know what? Congratulations for getting a diagnosis now, because now you have the tools to help yourself.
Right,
There's a
well-
roadmap to doing what you want.
All the psychiatrists are down here with us. So.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously Freud's a
Big
fucking
pharma, we have
pervert.
great access.
Yep.
Freud. Again, don't even get me started.
Yeah, dude.
That guy is fucked up, and that's coming from me.
So you have adult ADHD and
Go ahead, say the
Adult-
joke.
adult ADHD.
Adult.
and that it plays into the way that you would kill humans on Earth.
Well, yeah. The
You
thing
would use
is,
different things.
guys, I get to do what I want now.
Wow.
Imagine living your life for years, okay? No autonomy.
Ian.
You're in a box.
Ian.
Me now. Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah, for all eternity.
Wow.
He put me in a box a week ago and he shipped me to Florida. And then I opened it. I opened it up, realized I was in Florida.
That is next level evil.
Right. I wasn't even in the swamp. I was among the people.
Right.
In a box.
Well, as you know then, Florida is its own portal to hell.
Yes. So I didn't get to spend a lot of time on Earth. He gave me just enough of a taste for me to be like, send me back to hell. Send me back to hell, please.
Next level torture.
Yeah.
Okay. Murder.
Yes.
Adult
So
DHD. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so the first man I killed.
Right.
Yeah.
It was my first taste of vengeance. I'd never felt like this before, and I'd killed Jenny, and I was all arise from that, and I was going, you know?
Yeah,
it was
you
like
were awakened.
Yeah, it was like a mania I'd never felt before. And he
Addicted
was just
to the high of murder.
He was just standing there, and he looked annoying. You know? He was just...
You hated his stupid face.
I hated his stupid face.
Stupid face.
I
Probably
hated his stupid face.
waiting for the bus or sipping on some coffee like a doof.
The way he was sipping the coffee, though, that was it. That was what did it for me. And I think he deserved it on that and that alone. The slurp, oh, God.
Tell me, did you push him in front of the bus?
I wish. I actually, I baited him.
But then when did you kill him?
I went out in front of the bus myself, and I did a little twirl.
Oh.
And he
very
looked so
creepy.
horrified that I distracted him, and I drew him out into the middle of the street, and I could see that about a block away, a bus was coming. And I distracted him long enough.
So you baited him, and then the bus was coming.
And the bus ran him over.
Oh, my God.
And I happened to jump out of the way just in time.
Right. Wow.
That's
It
good.
was so fun.
And there's a little bit of plausible deniability there, too. Where
Right,
you're like,
again.
You're probably not so... Like, if this is only your second kill or your first man or whatever, like, you're probably not so confident that you're going to just brazenly go out and, like, slit
Practice.
some throats or whatever.
Right,
You're
right,
like,
right.
I want to kill again, but I got to, like, do it
You
all.
got to go back into the shadows.
Right.
I wasn't as confident then.
Yeah.
And, you know, my motto is, my catchphrase is, who, me? So it kind of fit right into it, you know?
Yeah, that's right. When they pull the string on the back, that's right. That's why you laugh.
That really makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Even when you were Matilda talks a lot, you had one
Wait, was
laughs
it,
a lot.
Laughs
Sorry.
a lot. Yeah.
You had one catchphrase, which wasn't you laughing, it was you saying, "Who, me?"
It was her affability that would always, that she was always laughing about.
Right. You get it.
It was
That's
like,
it.
kind of like, well, it was the 90s. So Steve Urkel was big with Did I Do That? Right?
This was our version.
Yes.
Oh
That
my
was our
God.
version. And, then it just proceeded from there. I got a taste of male disappointment, and that was that. It
Yeah.
never, and I will tell you, it doesn't cease in hell.
I'm so sorry for us.
Don't apologize.
I didn't mean it.
I know.
Here's the
That's
thing.
better. I'd rather
Here's the
you
thing.
didn't.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, I'm not sorry that we have Matilda kills a lot here on the pod, but Matilda, if you could, I mean, I don't know, it seems like you have a busy schedule, killing, potentially luring billionaires, Chris Hansen style,
Right.
and then snapping necks all over hell. But you want to stick around, and we can, we'll just we'll play a little game, and we'll figure out your personal hell, and then we'll go from there.
It would be my pleasure.
Wow. Can we? I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn, but can we get a string pull and then take that to break? Is that a weird thing to say? Did I just pull an Ian?
No.
That does sound more like something
take
I
it.
would say.
Can I get a string pull?
Honestly, I'm honored. I'm honored. Okay.
All right, welcome back to the Nether Region podcast. We've got Matilda kills a lot here, and Ian asks a lot of bad questions. And
What? What'd I do? I'm a little stinker. Oh, who am I?
Who belongs in hell?
He says he's a little stinker.
I am a little stinker.
That's my impression of him.
You guys have been giggling nonstop while we were on break. It's kind of driving me nuts to the point where I think I need to have
Well,
a laugh off to fucking put it to bed.
I just think mine's better than hers. I don't know.
Do you think you have a better laugh
Better evil laugh.
than a
Oh.
haunted killer doll?
With pleasure.
I mean, hers is unsettling. I'll give her that. But mine's
This is big talk, Matilda.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go first since I'm such big talk.
Go
okay?
for it. Ugh.
Ugh.
No good?
I don't like it.
No, you just feel like a creepy clown outside of a McDonald's.
What about-
It's like something that came out of a Jack in the Box.
Well, you do
You
it.
sound like
Okay.
a wave runner going over a wave.
Let me get at it. Okay?
Yeah, let
me
Matilda
get at
show
it.
you how
All
it's
right.
done.
Oh, that was because it was kind of grating
It
at the end.
builds.
Yeah.
Build.
Normally, it keeps it cute, you know.
Right.
Who me? But you know my phrase.
At the end, it's really the death strike though. When you're like,
That's the final straw. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really the bringing it home.
I don't
you know?
think I have. Let me try that.
Woo. Okay. All right. That was a real crescendo there.
Yeah, I couldn't kill too many people and do that though, because that's gonna rip my vocal cords apart. You don't have to worry.
See,
about
I'm not
that.
human.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
See, that's
Well, listeners, email us, netherregionpod@gmail.com. Let us know who you think won that, even though I think there's a clear winner
It's
here.
pretty clear.
yeah.
Bit of
me.
a landslide.
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac style.
I love her.
I thought it was more of a chain gang.
Well, listen, Matilda, we've got a little game that we're gonna play here.
I love games.
I love. See that is creepy. That should be one of the new things on your voice box. Who, me?
I love games.
Oh God, that is unsettling.
That is. I think if you were to have your own horror franchise, it'd be like you'd be. It's a little bit Saw. It's a little bit Saw.
But like cute.
But Saw, but cute.
Right, and it's
Smushed.
and you could really
Your
use the
smush
like,
face.
R.E. the smushed face.
Right, you could be like Matilda Bader, like because you're baiting people.
Matilda lures a lot.
There it
Ooh,
is.
you lure people in with your games.
I
That's
was
right.
thinking baits a lot, but yeah, lures a lot.
Baits
is
a
good.
lot.
Yeah.
Lures a lot.
Yeah, well, two very different movies.
We're gonna make Ian spin the wheel of torment.
No.
That's right. It's a very big, heavy wheel. He's gonna spin it. It's gonna land on a game. We don't know what it is, but then we're gonna play it.
Oh God. Okay. I always got to kind of stretch before I spin the
of
wheel
course.
because it's really heavy. Did you ever watch Price is Right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like the big wheel on that.
A little before my time.
Yeah. I just let me do a quick. Okay. When I stretch though, I hold it for a minute. Okay, at a time. I think that's really good for your muscles to hold it for a minute. So
Sure.
yeah, I'm just gonna do both sides here. Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself.
No, I'm doing this so I don't hurt myself.
Please hurt yourself.
Oh, I forgot to. You're messing up my counting. I have to start over so that I get the full minute.
Well, luckily down here in hell, I can snap my little stinker fingers and speed through this.
I'm gonna talk about myself. Something stupid about women. How my back hurts. Did pelvic flare exercise.
Oh wow! Luckily, my speed through is already a minute long too. So I must have sped through like fucking 5 minutes of you stretching.
Yeah, didn't you see? I got my legs, I got my back, I did my neck and shoulders.
Hell is real and this is it.
Yep.
Told you.
All right, Ian, give that wheel a spin.
Yeah.
There goes the wheel of torment. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Well, that's where the arrow points to.
All right, here it goes. All right, the game we are going to play today is called Am I Going to Hell?
Ooh.
Oh no.
This is a game where we are going to read a little scenario here, Matilda, and we're going to decide whether this person belongs in hell for being an asshole, basically.
Sure.
We're gonna play. Basically gonna play gatekeeper or judge, jury, executioner here, and decide whether this person belongs in hell. Which I think you should be, adequate at because you've stalked and sort of picked out prime targets to kill.
I have sent a few people to hell. So.
That's right. You're pretty adept at this. But
Okay.
before we get to it, I do have my little dog and pony show.
Are you gonna make me do this? You made me do it last week. You're gonna make me do this again?
I'm gonna make Ian play a little song.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna pull his little string and make him play a little something.
Okay. I'll come up with something on the fly. Am I going to hell just because I flick my boogers in the corner of the room? Am I going to hell just because I imagine my grandparents watching down from heaven as I masturbate. Why is that such a common thing for people to imagine the grandparents watching them from heaven while they're jerking off? Yeah, ooh, 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 ooh. Am I going to hell? Am I going to hell?
That was really something, Ian.
Yeah? Did you like it? Please tell me you like it.
I have a rule: not be positive. Don't be positive to men. So
Yeah.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
That is a common thing, I guess, amongst human, is like the trope of like your people up in
People up in heaven are watching you.
right.
And so you're jerking off and you're like, oh no, the people I
Right.
love that are dead are watching me do this.
Right. Very self-centered.
which
Yeah.
is really saying something about them more than it is about you.
There's a whole episode about Pen 15 about it, okay? So I'm just saying. It's
Yeah, like they
women
got
and
nothing
men.
better to do when they're in eternal paradise, but then
Oh,
to look
sure.
down at you, fucking gripping your dick all weird.
Right? Who knew Grandma was a perv the whole time?
Wow.
Yeah.
Grandpa.
And probably being like, oh, why is that your grip? What are you doing? You don't even know how to do this.
Kid's got poor technique. I thought I raised him better than that. Right, Ian?
Well, you should have showed me if you wanted me to
That
know.
was also very sensual. You were like kind of rubbing up on yourself while you were singing that.
I did some jazz and some modern back in the day, so I put a body roll in there.
Well, hey, listen, I'm going to read through this this story here, and you guys and me as well. We're going to decide whether this person belongs in hell.
Okay.
All
So
right.
this is, am I the asshole for not liking Good Morning?
I think you mean, am I going to hell for not liking Good Morning?
That too.
Like the phrase?
Yup. The phrase. I didn't think I was the asshole here, but it's been months now, and my coworker is getting more hostile. Big gasp from the audience.
We're both shocked. This is the first thing we're
A
aligned
hostile
on.
coworker. So I, 31F, Ian, settle down, loathe the phrase
F for fuck.
F for female. Good morning.
Oh, I didn't get that.
I hate mornings. This is going to sound dramatic, but I compare leaving my bed every morning to a breakup. I live in the far north, and mornings are cold, and I'm always freezing. Mornings just aren't fun for me. I mean, I don't know. This person seems pretty on point, right? I mean, I do think getting up in the morning is similar to having your heart broken.
Just sounds like he sucks, you know? All schlubs go to hell, so
Wait,
I
but
vote
it's
yes.
31F, so it's a female, right?
Yeah, technically, sure.
Schlubs can be any gender.
That's right.
Okay, you're right.
I mean, but Matilda, would you compare waking up in the morning in that little toy box when Jenny would just leave you there to what it felt like to get broken up with from Chucky?
Oh, God. That's a tough one. Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
I guess I would, but loneliness, isolation is its own version of hell.
Wow.
We're
Right?
really peeling back the layers of this Chucky breakup right
mean-
now.
Asshole.
I've worked at the same place for the last 3 years. My coworkers all know I don't like the phrase, and all but one have stopped saying it to me. Which is good. It's good to be known for something in the workplace.
I gotta say, this whole thing has taken a couple turns for me, because at first I thought they were gonna gripe about how, like, when you walk through an office, you have to say hi to everyone. Like, hi, what'd you do over the weekend? What are you doing tonight? Did you watch the big game? And you're saying that to like 20 people throughout your day.
Yeah.
And that's where I thought this was going.
Right.
And then she started talking about mornings and being like, I don't like waking up. It's cold. Generally, mornings suck. And I'm just like, oh, I guess I didn't realize the gripe was literally with the morning. Like, that's
Right.
what I'm getting so far.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Which happens every day, by the way, on Earth.
It does. On Earth. On Earth.
Well, he
Here.
doesn't always know stuff like that, because
Right.
he's a devil, so
Right.
he didn't live there. So there's little details like that sometimes he just misses out on.
I kind of forget what mornings are like anymore, 'cause
Right.
now it's all just never ending.
Right. It's like forever darkness, but you
Right.
can see.
Right.
Yeah.
One coworker, 67M, male, insists
Milf.
on saying it still. I don't make a big deal out of it. I usually will either just say morning back or what's so good about it in a lighthearted tone.
Ugh.
Matilda, can we get a what's so good about it in a lighthearted tone?
What's so good about it? I guess that wasn't very lighthearted.
No, it was veiled. It was like a veiled.
What's so
threat.
good about it? I don't know.
Right.
I can't be anything other than
Right.
a little bit evil.
A little threatening.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
You do add some threateningness to it.
You are
which,
who you are.
Which I feel like this poster OP here is probably a little bit threatening as well. It seems
Right.
like to be known as this person who's like, well, what's so good about it?
Like, who hurt him? You know?
Wait, I
I wish it was me, but
How old is the man that keeps saying that? That it insists?
67M keeps insisting on saying good morning.
231F.
Right.
This feels like a power move. See?
Something you're familiar with.
Well, something. I don't know. There's even some things down in hell. I'm like, I shouldn't say that on mic.
True.
But like, it just feels like he knows that she hates, this morning thing. And he's like, morning.
Taunting.
Right. It's taunting. It's a power
I respect
move.
it.
Oh, right. I still have some empathy, even though it's slowly getting chipped away at. So,
Well, let's see here. One day, a few months ago, I was having a particularly bad morning. One of my dogs had explosive diarrhea all over the floor, wall, and me. When I showed up to work, this coworker immediately said, "Good morning." I didn't respond because I didn't feel the need to. After I didn't respond, he went off. Started saying to tell me how no morning is ever bad and how the sun is shining and I'm on the right side of the ground, plus a bunch of other things. I waited for him to finish his rant and then sternly told him that he cannot tell me how I feel and that I am my own person and that I feel like I'm having a bad day. He cannot minimize that because he thinks I should be having a good day. He tried to interrupt me. One of the owners told him to stop.
Ugh.
Matilda, you're having a visceral reaction to this.
yeah.
This guy sounds awful. It's just,
The guy saying you doesn't matter, have a good morning?
yeah. Well, no.
Or the person who
our OP
hates mornings?
That hates mornings. Like, obviously, belongs
Right.
in hell.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But God, what an asshole.
You're thinking that
Pathetic.
so you're thinking the morning hating OP is the asshole so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Seems
But
like she's
he's-
really having like a Limp Bizkit kind of like break stuff. Like it's just one of those days where your dog shits all over the floor. Everything sucks. I really want to know why I got to justify cleaning all this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and try having a bad day for the rest of your life. I mean,
Yeah. Try being in hell. That's what I would tell
right?
her.
Well, she will, I think.
I think I get not liking I think that like you walk in and you just want to be left alone or whatever. I get that. Hating mornings as a concept. Get used to it, sister. That's what I say.
Right?
That's what I say.
Yes.
Hello. So yeah, I think if you're gonna start off literally every day in a shitty mood,
Yeah.
I think
Part
you
of
want-
that is maybe the dog shitting is a sign. It's an
yeah,
omen.
Your pretty face is going to hell. That's what I say.
But you know what? Do we even want that energy with us? I don't know. Maybe we should send him to heaven so that we don't have to deal with it.
Wow.
That's true.
Because I don't
One
want
of
to deal
these
with that person.
People who's like has like a big fucking thermos and it's like all these things like don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. Don't talk to me until I've had my rum chata shot.
Well, but most of those are like you read them as like, "Don't talk to me until I had my coffee," but she's
Right.
like, "Don't talk to me till I had my coffee."
She means it.
Yeah,
This is very, I mean, there's some aggression coming here.
I agree. I think she belongs in hell.
Yeah.
I do.
You know, I'm going to have to agree. She belongs with
There's
us.
a little bit more to the story though. Let's see
Whoa,
if we
whoa,
really are
whoa,
ready
I'm
to
sorry.
sentence
Okay.
this person to
Okay.
hell. Now the problem is that he hasn't talked to me at all since this moment, other than to say things like, "It's too bad you didn't fall off that ladder," or to talk to me about why I'm
What?
there. Things like OP doesn't make enough money to complain. Things are getting a little dicey here. It was my birthday and a coworker asked him if he'd wish me a happy birthday and he said, "I don't speak to OP anymore." More recently, if I am in a conversation, be it with a customer or coworker, he will suddenly start speaking to them as if I'm not there, not even caring if he interrupted an important conversation. His behavior has led me to believe I might be the asshole here. So, am I the asshole? And am I going to hell?
I guess this is a twist because this whole time I thought we were gonna then render a verdict on am I going to hell for not liking mornings.
Yeah.
But now this is a real... I mean, look, it's unprofessional to shun your coworkers. So I would say, no, you're not going to hell. Except if it was the morning question, I would say, yes, you are. But since it's not, then no.
Well, isn't the morning question still in question?
In play?
I think they should both go to hell.
Wow.
Because that last little twist, that manipulation, master manipulation.
And let's be honest, most people go to hell.
True.
So odds are they're both coming here anyway.
Newsflash, everybody. We're all going.
Doesn't matter which religion you are,
Right.
you're probably coming here anyway.
This sounds like kind of a field day for you, Matilda. Some workplace with a bunch of ladders and rude people and thermoses that you can fill with little things.
And men.
Men who like to say things like, I don't give a fuck, I'm telling her good morning.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like my personal, well, if there was a heaven.
Wow.
And if heaven were a place where I could do whatever I wanted and I could be happy, it would be, that sounds like a place where I'd have a lot of fun.
Wow.
Playground.
It'd be like Devon, where you could murder everyone in heaven. Right?
I like it.
Ian, what do you feel like? If you like you're which way are you leaning? Because I mean, we don't really say good morning down here in hell because it's there's no real concept
you say
of time.
fuck you and human slime,
right?
And turn into a pheasant so I can hunt you. Say things like that to me.
The classic one.
Right. Everyone down here is like, turn into a pheasant so I can hunt you.
So basic,
and I'm like,
honestly.
don't talk to me till I had my coffee.
Don't turn me into a pheasant till I've had my coffee.
I should have thought of that.
That's okay. Oh, Matilda, you're so unsuspecting. It's
That's
incredible.
how I get 'em.
If I was a human, it would get me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, this little doll? There's no way. What do you guys think? Would you sentence OP to hell here for kind of being that kind of coworker that it's like, all right, listen, like we get it. It sucks to work here. We're in hell, literally at this job, and we don't like mornings. There's really just something about humans. You guys just don't like mornings.
Yeah, I think they do deserve to go to hell for just starting out every day in a pissy mood and just putting that
They're
on
almost
everybody.
like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like, when you approach each day, which I'm all for.
I mean, and also, when it gets to like afternoon, is she like, fuck yeah, afternoon! Who had a great lunch? I had a great lunch! Who had a fucking dope sandwich? Mine was toasted!
It's even worse.
Right. That's
Definitely hell. Send him to hell.
Wow.
Send him to hell. Send them
Double
both.
hell.
Both of them. Both
like
of them.
fucking pulling streamers and lighting fireworks. She's ready for nighttime! Let's get to dinner!
Awful.
All right, Matilda is full on gonna snap the necks, push in front of a bus, throw down some stairs,
Hell yeah.
get them, make them get their head stuck in an oven and they can't get out.
You know,
Correct.
Art, what do you think?
What do I think? Oh, I think, the more the merrier. I mean, they definitely belong.
Oh, so your answer to all of these are they belong in hell.
I'm not gonna say like no. Well, in some ways, I feel like, maybe I shouldn't, because this sounds like fucking torture to be around both of these people. Working at this place sounds like fucking hell.
Do we know anything about what they did in their personal lives? Because I relish an opportunity to torture.
Well, one of them has to clean up dog diarrhea in their personal life. I know that much.
It's fair. But is that really not their fault in the first place? They picked the
For
dog.
owning a dog.
These humans and their
They're animals.
weird pets. I don't get
They
it.
get it. I mean, you were previously a thing.
Whoa.
I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn here, Matilda, but you were
What just
technically
happened?
an object.
You're pushing it here, buddy.
And a human did kind of like put their whole personality on you in the same way that they do with their pets.
True.
So you might have some insight into
Projection.
this,
I do.
I mean, you hated it.
I
You got
did
dragged
hate
through
it.
the fucking mud.
I did hate it, but you know what I hate more is a fucking dog.
Wow.
Oh, sure. I bet you got gnawed on.
I did, and that is its own personal hell. Nobody wants to get gnawed on,
Oh, to just be in the jowls of the family dog and have it go like.
especially after already being smushed. It was enough.
Is that why every time I DM'd someone like, hey, baby, I want to gnaw on you, I got blocked?
Oh, Ian.
I meant it pleasantly.
Well,
Right.
you did DM the cast of Hot in Cleveland, and that was a little fucked up.
Betty was the only one that was down.
Betty did respond. She was into it. She was cool. But she is down here.
She is down here. I was going to say, she's down here.
She's down here. And she's raising hell.
Unpopular, but she's down here.
So, Ian, you're sending them to hell as well. Sending them to hell as well.
Yeah, I think just starting every day in a pissy mood and putting that on everybody. Yeah, I don't think that the older dude is right to box someone out in a professional environment.
So both.
Yeah, fuck them.
Wow, fuck them both from Ian. Listeners, email us, netherregionpod@gmail.com. Let us know what you think. Would you send both of those people to hell, and would you make them clean up dog diarrhea for all eternity?
That's a good
Absolutely.
torment.
That is a great
Let me
torment.
snap them.
Well, listen, guys, we just got kind of one more little segment here, and it's one of my favorite, Matilda. I need to know what your personal hell is, because I am going to put Ian through a we are going to present a live torture scenario to Ian on air. He's going to rate it on his little Ian scale, and we're going to see what he thinks about, based on, because one of the reasons why I do this podcast is to get inspiration for different creative ways to torture Ian.
Right.
And I would love to know, Matilda kills a lot. Should I
That's
say?
right.
Should I? I mean,
Can I call you that?
Should I say, or is that,
That is my preferred name now, yes.
Matilda kills a lot. What is your personal hell?
It's too good. So many choices, really, but I'm going to have to say, Jeffrey Epstein coming on to me again.
Oh,
Again,
God.
I mean, not being able to snap his neck because he's already here in hell.
Right.
That's got to be it.
Right. So just like looking at someone that you absolutely hate, who I assume has hurt you in some kind of way, and having no way to get retribution.
If you want to generalize it, but it's Jeffrey Epstein we're talking about here. So.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to boil it down because I haven't been through that, so I'm trying to think of
That must be nice.
Right, well, yeah.
You must not look like a child for eternity.
No, I've been called cherubic, but I have. Yeah.
I see it.
Not a child per se.
I mean, Ian has the head to body ratio of a toddler, the motor skills of a 6-year-old, and the brain of a baby.
Right.
So he is a childlike in that capacity.
Right. You know him so well.
But I have the historic knowledge of someone on YouTube, so.
Oof. And
The personality of a YouTuber.
Well, and
the strength of able to create lullabies with it.
That's right.
Yeah. Of course, but like my subscription to Fuck YouTube down here has been
Right.
blocked. Can you unblock that for me? Because I've been trying to get on Fuck YouTube. And
Right.
It keeps hitting.
Yeah,
the
you're gonna have to put it. You're gonna have to
parental
sit
blocks.
in with the help desk, and you're gonna be on call with them. They put you on hold forever,
Oh,
and they've got some
do.
horrible waiting music.
oh no.
It's kind of part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. It's just ceaseless, unceasing sort of inability to get into an account that you have. That's unfortunately,
right.
that's how.
And then when you finally do connect
no,
with someone,
you
they
never
put you
connect.
on hold.
You'll never
Oh.
connect.
What Art? It sounds like you've been on this call before. What's the music sound like?
Mm.
No! Ah!
It's working.
Seinfeld, a little bit of Seinfeld. Oh, no, that's Doug, actually.
No,
But it ends with,
it's not that.
that's Doug.
Well,
Yeah, you're a real Patty
All
Mayonnaise.
right. Well, that I gotta say that is
I think-
probably the worst.
That's probably one of the worst. I mean, I'm just gonna
worst
put you.
hells.
You're just gonna be stuck around Jeffrey Epstein.
with the hold music playing the entire time.
Ooh, I love that, Matilda.
Yikes. Okay.
You have a strange form of tinnitus where you can only hear hold music ringing in your ears. And you work for Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I won't say in what capacity. Maybe you're just one of his financial analysts. So, Ian, rate that on a scale of your
wow,
little
this
Ian
is
scale.
really bad.
This is pretty fucked up.
This is really, really bad. I would say.
Watch you be a contrarian and be like,
No. This is quite bad. I would say that this is the equivalent of getting run over by a semi-truck full of what do you call it? Corrugated like aluminum shreds.
Right.
So I'm run over by this like for 10,000 years straight, and it just keeps backing over me, and then some of the metal like falls on me, and it's like
Triggering.
Right. It gave me the idea. I'm sorry. I'm using
that
your
happened
brain.
to Matilda, Ian.
I know. And it sounded bad, and so now I'm thinking
Maybe you have lost all your empathy.
It was really bad.
Yeah, so this is 10,000 days worth of being run over back and forth.
On a scale of what?
On a scale of
Previously it's been Pop-Tarts.
Well, yeah, but okay. So before it was
Oh
3 Pop-Tarts out of 6, I think it was 10, and or maybe it was 6, but they diminish in value after 3, right? So that was the scale there. But this is a different scale we're using now. So this is the equivalent of being run over 10,000 days straight.
Fair enough. Listeners, let us know. Email us, netherregionpod@gmail.com, whether you think that Ian's rating makes sense.
I think
for that torture.
For something this bad, like, yeah.
Are Pop-Tarts bad?
No, it's like, okay, think about eating 10 Pop-Tarts, right? Pop-Tarts are delicious, correct? But at a certain point, let's say 3, there's diminishing value.
Sure.
And let's say around 6, you're going, why do I have to eat 4 more Pop-Tarts?
Of
right?
course, yeah.
So,
I don't eat for nutrition anyway, so...
Yeah, I'm sure Jenny just kind of shoved Pop-Tarts into your face, like feeding the baby.
And that was personal hell. I don't have a stomach, so...
But I think this is too extreme of a situation for me to compare it to Pop-Tarts. So
fair enough.
We're going on a different scale now.
I think the backing up and reversing was bad enough on its own, but that's just me.
Well, try it for 10,000 days.
Well, hey, listen, I just heard the sound of a Hellcat.
God, get that fucking thing away from me.
Ian, relax.
Keep sneaking up on me.
Wow.
I mean, it's a very sneaky little Hellcat.
Kitty.
Claws.
Come here, kitty.
No, it's not cute. It will
think it's
add
cute.
scratch marks to those tire marks, okay?
I'm great with cats.
Wow, it loves you.
You're cute.
And I don't know, it randomly just kind of reminded me for no reason at all.
And randomly, it kind of just reminded me. I'm Casey Kasem here.
Of comedian Abby Rose Mark.
Oh.
Matilda kills a lot. I don't know, does the sound of that Hellcat that is now curled up right next to you, does that remind you of anything at all randomly for no reason at all?
Oh, he's purring. It does, actually. Funny enough, I know Abby Rosemark.
Whoa!
Yeah, she probably belongs down here with us, but
okay.
But you know, she is a real chaotic comedian gal. And she's up in Los Angeles doing her best. And yeah, I hear she's got a couple shows coming up. She's in Chicago right now, but she'll be in LA at doing late night crowd work at the Comedy Boulevard on I think it's the 19th, and then she's doing a big old roast battle on the 24th of October at the Crow in Santa Monica. Yeah.
Cool. Roast battle.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. I mean, they roast me down here in hell, but it's usually over an open fire, and they also never say anything nice about me.
That's kind of the point of a roast battle. Yeah.
You're supposed to end it with like, "Hey, but I love you," you know.
Oh,
You're your guy.
We're in hell, though, so... Love is gone. Love is dead.
Love is dead.
Fair enough. Comedian Abby Rose Mark.
I wonder, does she have like anything online that people could like watch or follow or whatever?
Very much so. Instagram is her primary. Definitely belongs in hell for that one. You can find her at Queen Abcat. A-B Cat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
A-B-C-A-T.
Kind of a
Queen
fun
Abcat.
name. Where that comes from.
Well...
Ian, the wordsmith. All right. Ian, anything that Sound of a Hellcat randomly brings up for you?
Well, it reminds me of my family up on Earth struggling to pay my many various debts. You know, every once in a while you let me get to gaze through the Palantir, the little orb, your scrying orb.
Yeah.
that you let me see all of my family suffering on Earth, dealing with all of the monetary bullshit that I left behind. I mean, so many credit cards. It's just, just the interest payments are out of control for those. And a car I bought with a credit card. And also, I'm being sued. People are suing my estate, including my defense attorneys in the lawsuit are suing my estate for not paying for the defense that they're owed. So it's getting very complicated up there for them. So you can always just send any amount of money to my Venmo at Hamilchin, so that it'll help pay them.
Please send him. A fun fact about hell, the interest just keeps growing once you're down here. So I think he needs it.
Yeah, and you don't get 15 months, before the interest starts. Like, it starts as soon as you swipe that card
immediately.
down here.
Yep.
Yeah.
We love high interest rates. Well, as always, you can find us netherregionpod@gmail.com. You can email us anything you want. You can also find us on social media at Nether Region Pod, wherever the hell podcasts are found.
And by the way, stop all the hate mail for me. I mean, everything's just so mean so far.
Yeah, got a lot of mean letters.
Yeah, and
it's like reverse Santa. People write in about wishes that are things they want to have happen to you.
Yeah.
Look, you wanted hell, you got it. Okay?
Yeah.
I didn't want hell. I just showed up here.
Well, you're here and now you're messing with our media. Isn't
that the saddest part is that he was trying to be a good little Catholic boy and then this is where he ended up.
That's the best kind of hell, We love the Catholics.
We do. Very guilty.
So guilty.
And I still feel it. And even that guilt follows you through beyond the grave, by the way.
Well, apropos, Ian, we just finished another episode. How you feeling?
I feel terrible. This is, again, the worst, quote unquote, day of my life. Everything just gets worse and worse.
Yep.
You've been the worst guest so far.
Oh, me?
Well placed and well timed. I will give you that. But otherwise,
he gives props.
You've been the meanest, the worst, the most horrible. I hate looking at you. I hate talking to you. Really,
stop feeding my ego.
Yeah, you've been awful, and this has been a terrible day.
Matilda kills a lot. How do you feel?
I feel amazing, actually. You just keep it coming, Ian.
You're fucking awful.
Oh my God, stop
You're
it.
a deranged, murderous monster. I really think you need to be put into a box.
Ian, stop flirting with
box, me. And, sealed with other Pop-Tarts and put into an infinite warehouse full of Pop-Tarts.
Wow. And this is only 10 weeks in, huh?
Yeah.
We're going to make a fun party out of this guy.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Well,
we love pathetic men down in hell.
We love them on Earth, too. There's a lot of
That's
of
true.
us.
That's true.
Them.
Big schlub energy. Well,
I've had a grand time.
There's only one last thing to say here, folks, and that's get the hell out of here.
Oh, me?